Welcome back to another video. This will be my second video on playing through Kyoto Winds. It will be, I believe, chapter 1, and we get to kind of see a little bit more of the love interests, and, maybe we'll see if it goes one way or the other. But anyway, let me continue. But let me just load into that. Okay. Alright, everybody. You know the drill. Was it morning? What happened to me? I attempted to recollect myself. Ah, yes. Right. All at once, the events of the previous night rushed back to me. This isn't my room. My limbs were snugly bound in tight knots, so all I could do was wriggle around in bed, twisting the blankets around me. Okay, girl, that sounds like a personal problem. Personal problem. I yearned for the comfort of my own futon, but the futility of such thoughts only forced me to confront the reality of my situation. If only I could wake from this strange nightmare. But I could not. Those men from the night before must have taken me with them to the headquarters of the Shinsengumi. Shinsengumi is a military unit made up of Ronin, the purpose of which was to restore public order in Kyoto and counteract the local anti-shogunate forces. What will happen to me now? I inhaled deeply, lying down to await my fate. Who's coming in? It was at that moment the door slid open and a kind-looking man stepped through.
Ah, 目が覚めたかい。すまんな、こんな扱いで。今、縄を緩めるから少し待ってくれ。
My God, I was tied up. Sir, no. Is right. That's right. That's so right. His smile quirked as he removed my ropes. My wrists, however, were left bound. Really? You said you were gonna untie me. That means untying all of me? Not just, other places. Like, sir, please help me. Please help me. And you are?
ああ、そうか。私はね、井上源三郎というんだ。
Okay. Inoue is captain of the Shinsengumi's 6th Division, a native to Edo. He studied swordplay with Kodo, Hijika, and Okita. He is sometimes referred to as Gen by his close friends. Thank you, Inoue.
さて、ちょっと来てくれるかい？
You're probably gonna have to let me get off the ground, because, I'm tied up.
今朝から幹部連中であんたについて話し合っているんだが。
Since morning, what time is it? Jesus, did you guys let me sleep in? Sorry.
ゆうべ、あんたが何を見たのか確かめておきたいってことになってね。
I didn't see nothing. I saw nothing. Listen, Gen, can I call you Gen? I did not see anything. Nothing. I'm technically blind, so I didn't see anything. I didn't see it. Don't let them hurt me. I didn't see anything. Nothing. Okay, no, not okay. I nodded curtly and struggled to stand. Of course, because you're tied up. But my body was sore from being bound all night. No crap. Inoue treated me with something like courtesy, but it was clear that I was in a lesser position. He must have been able to guess my thoughts, however, because he smiled at me and winked. You winked. No.
心配しなくても大丈夫さ。なりは怖いが気のいい者たちばかりだよ。
Oh, they're truly gentlemen. The men that took me, bound me, threw me in this room, left me to be tied up all night, and they're gentlemen. You want me to think that they're gentlemen. Sir, no. Oh. Girl, is that all you can say? Oh my god. I mean, I know I'm like ADHD and stuff, but I mean, yeah. I'd be the person in the back of the car, like, you know, just annoying the crap out of their kidnappers. The kidnappers would be like, take her back now. We don't want no beef. We don't want the smoke. We don't want the fire. Just take her back for the love of God, because she's driving us insane. Even at home, I heard rumors of the vicious Shinsengumi that were unflattering. Yeah. It was hard to imagine that the people in charge of such an organization were gentlemen. See my point.
一番年の若い東堂君は君よりちょっと年上くらいだよ。
Toto, okay. Is Toto my age? Probably not. But
それに長倉君と原田君という賑やかな二人組もいるから大丈夫。
You'll probably be fine. Sure. Sorry, my cat decided to jump up. He's funny. Despite Inoue's reassurances, it was difficult for me to trust what I was that what I was hearing was accurate. Because Zephyrus can't talk today. Yes, excuse me. Inoue led me to a room and opened the door. I stepped inside and found myself surrounded by the leaders of the Shinsengumi. Their eyes dug into me like sharp knives. I stared before me, then gulped nervously.
Ohayo. Kino wa yoku nemureta?
No, I didn't, because you literally tied me up and threw me in a room. Do you think I was comfortable being tied up? Nobody who likes BDSM answer that, please. The answer's no. Well, I wasn't particularly comfortable.
そうなんだ。
Yeah.
さっき僕が声をかけた時には君全然起きてくれなかったよね。
Sir, you did not poke me while I was sleeping. Officer, please, someone come help me. It was him. Yes, it was him. Mm-hmm. Yep.
幸せそうな寝顔でぐっすりだったみたいだけど。
No, maybe because I had a listen, Okita, can I call you Okita? Okay. I was in a bad way, and it didn't help that I saw like people get killed and you guys killed people, and then you guys threatened to kill me, and I had a really stressful night, and I would appreciate it if you like didn't bring that up, okay? It was very traumatic, all right? Okay? Are we good? Sir, look at me. Don't side-eye me. Yeah, exactly. What?
からかわれているだけだ。掃除はあんたの部屋になど行ってない。
Oh my god. Oh my, you know, Okita, stop gaslighting me, okay? Exactly. It's like, I don't trust any of you. Quite silent, I stared at Okita. Alright, let's see what the terminology gives me. Soji Okita, captain of the Shinsengumi's 1st Division. He is a native of Edo. His brilliant prowess as a swordsman developed by training with Kondo and Hijika. With a grin still spread across his face, he glanced over to Saito. Hajime Saito, captain of the 3rd Division of the Shinsengumi. He is a native of Edo. He wields his sword in his left hand and fights with incredible skill.
もう少しこの子の反応を見たかったんだけどね。
Oh my god,
はじめ
no.
くんもひどいよね。勝手にバラすなんてさ。
Wow, okay. Sir, you shady as hell. You are shady as hell. I don't think Saito did anything wrong. You, on the other hand, yes, call him out, please.
おいてめえら、無駄口ばっか叩いてんじゃねえ。
Well, I mean, these people had to be, like, promoted in some way, and, since, like, you're their captain, I think you did it. I assume you knew what they were, how they were. You can't tell me you didn't. Let's see. Like I said, I call him Hajika, it's just easier for me to remember, so if that's not the right terminology, I am sorry. Hajika's voice brooked no further. Insubordination. Okita shrugged and fell silent, but the smile lingered through his bright eyes. Toshizo Hajika, the commander of the Shinsengumi. He is Kondo's longtime friend who helped form the Shinsengumi in Kyoto. Kondo calls him Toshi. I like how he's smiling in his picture. He ain't, like, not smiling right now.
でさ、土方さん、そうい
Oh, okay. The man who spoke was, well, he looked more like a boy than a man. That has to be this gentleman. Maybe this is the youthful Shinsengumi captain that Inoue was describing to me. I'd imagine the leaders of the Shinsengumi to be older, maybe even middle-aged men, but their faces were still blessed with youth. In fact, one might even confuse them at first glance for a gang of bohemian thugs.
ちっちゃいし細っこいな。まだガキだろこいつ。
I don't listen. I'm just gonna. I mean, listen. I'm a reader and I play a lot of video games and just saying. This close up really didn't have to happen. They could have just kept it. They could have just kept it in the other one, or they could have like zoomed in on his face or whatever. But like, I mean, we have a full on like you know, pelvic shot, and just saying. I mean, I appreciate it, but I did not need that right now. Okay. Okay, like they put their faces in the frame, but like the other guy, oh my god. Excuse me, Heisuke, okay? They didn't put Heisuke in the frame very well. So we got a close up of a crotch. Oh god. This game, okay?
だな。世間様から見りゃ、平助もこいつも似たようなもんだろうよ。
Oh, you can call somebody else a brat, okay?
ガキ扱いしていいのは俺みたいな立派な大人になってからだぜ。
I don't know if any of you men are be considered an adults. I think I need an adultier adult in the room, please.
立派な大人って。まあ、新八が言っても説得力も何もねえがな。
The two men replied to Toto with very mocking but lighthearted tones. Okay, Heisuke is the captain of the Shinsengumi's 8th Division. He is a native of Edo. He is the youngest captain and is known for being particularly energetic. I somewhat recalled Inoue's description of the two energetic members. His mention of them was brief, but seeing them in person was an eye-opening experience. He said the short-haired one was Nagakura, and the other with longer hair was Harada. So, Nagakura is the captain of the Shinsengumi's 2nd Division. He's a native of Edo and a skilled swordsman. He is upbeat and cheerful and frequently helps raise the morale of the men in his command.
Urusai na. Oji-san 2人は黙ってなよ。
Oh my god, why did it change? Okay, there we go. Sorry about the color change. Sometimes that happens. Leave off, you grumpy old... Oh my god, sir.
ふざけんなよこのお坊ちゃまが。俺らにそんな口聞いていいと思ってんのか？
Maybe.
平助におじさん呼ばわりされるほど年は食ってねえよ。新八はともかく、俺はな。
てめえ、裏切るのか佐野。
へへ、新八さん図星されて怒るって大人げねえよな。
Okay, so just saying, I know that this is all voiced in Japanese, but I could see this character, Heisuke, right here. I could see him being voiced by Greg Ayers if there was ever to be like a dub of, you know, of this. Either the game or, you know, I haven't checked on the anime to see if it's actually like dubbed in English, but anyway, yeah, Greg Ayers would be Heisuke. Like, just, I don't think there would be anybody else. So, their back and forth rapport seemed developed into a rhythm from years of friendship, which predated my arrival and made me foreign here. I sensed something apart from curiosity towards me, though like a fleeing... Oh, excuse me. Like a feeling of animosity. There we go. Oh, I can talk. Despite their cheerful levity, they had not forgiven my presence among them. Suddenly, I wanted very much to go home. I wanted to leave this place and never return. My chest tightened, and I stared down, hoping to wake up in bed with all of this only a memory. Sir, you're like really laid back and easygoing. It makes me uneasy. It really does. Oh. His voice was calm and warm, and I felt myself relax, even if only a little bit.
何言ってんだ。一番怖いのはあんただろう、三男さん。
Oh, it's so true though. Okay, San-san. Keisuke San-san, a colonel in the Shinsengumi. He is a native of Edo. He acts primarily as a consultant to the chief of the Shinsengumi, Asami Kondo. As he finished speaking, the rest of the men nodded solemnly in agreement. I wondered, who could possibly command such fear and respect from these men? He just called him a demon. Are you a demon of the battlefield? Is that what it is? Kind of like, you know, Lubu in like Dynasty Warriors?
確かに決めたのは俺だ。だが、今はそんなことを言ってる時じゃねえだろう。
Oh, so now you want to edit yourself around me. Okay. And then the men called Sansan and Hijika stared at one another with a smirk.
星と三男君は相変わらず仲が良いな。
Hijika and Sansan sounded distant when they spoke to one another, not exactly friendly. Still, the man who spoke had certainly sounded as though he thought they were friends.
ああ、自己紹介が遅れたな。俺が新選組局長、近藤勇だ。
Ah, so this is Kondo. So, Asami Kondo, one of the founders of the Shinsengumi, an organization created to help keep the peace in Kyoto. He is originally from Edo. Everyone's from Edo. When you say chief, do you mean to say you are the most important man in the Shinsengumi?
いや、まあ、俺が偉いわけじゃない。皆の代表ということだよ。
Oh, represent everyone.
それから、そこの都市が副長で、横にいる三男君は総長を務めていて。
Okay.
いや、近藤さん。なんでいろいろ教えてやってんだよ、あんたは。
Yeah, why are you telling me all of this? I mean, I could be your enemy. I could slit your throat right now. Just kidding, just kidding. I mean, maybe. Maybe.
まずいのか
Oh, you are just a big golden retriever.
情報を与える必要がないんだったら黙ってる方が得策なんじゃないですかね。
I mean, I do agree with him.
わざわざ教えてやる義理はないと思うけど。
Oh, you're mean.
確かにそうなんだが、紹介しないことには話が進まんだろう。
Oh, guest. Okay, that's a... Yeah, that's a choice. I just want to remind you that I was thrown into a room tied up for the night, okay? It's not how you treat your guests. Harada glanced over at Kondo and let out a bark of laughter.
ま、ここまで来たら知られて困ることもねえけどな。
Okay. Kondo had rather looked disappointed when Hijika spoke, but he perked up at Harada's words. Despite knowing him for 5 minutes, it's easy to see that his words resonated well with his men. He had a sort of charisma that simply drew you in, a man who was impossible to hate.
さて、本題に入ろう。まずは改めて昨晩の話を聞かせてくれるか。
はい。昨晩京の都を夜間巡察中に不老の老師と遭遇。相手が刀を抜いたため切り合いとなりました。
I mean, that's one story.
一部の大使らが老師を無力化しましたが、その折彼らが失敗した様子をこの者に目撃されています。
Sure. As he finished, Saito turned to look at me. I didn't see anything. See, I told you, I didn't see anything. Even with my insistence, Hijika continued to stare at me with a harsh glance. Saito remained expressionless, and the smile on Okita's face didn't change.
なあ、お前本当に何も見てないのか？
Yes, I didn't see anything. Oh my god. Yeah, I didn't see nothing.
見てないんならいいんだけどさ。
あれ、掃除の話じゃお前が大使どもを助けてくれたって話だったが。
No, that's not true. When I glanced over at Okita, but his smile remained. Whatever he was thinking was a mystery to me. I was running away from the Ronin. Then some people with the Shinsengumi uniforms appeared. Really, they sort of rescued me.
つまり、大使どもが老師を切り殺してる場面はしっかり見たってわけだな。
Girl, lie. I couldn't exactly deny that. Yes, you can. They don't know you. You don't know that. Listen, you don't owe them anything. Like, just because they saved you, I mean, yeah, they kidnapped you and like tied you up. So you don't owe them anything. Nothing. However, I knew that choosing to stay silent would implicate me deeper than lying would. No? No.
つまり最初から最後まで一部始終を見てたってことか。お前、根が素直なんだろうな。それ自体は悪いことじゃないんだろうが。
I wasn't sure what to make of Harada's words. My presence seemed bad for the Shinsengumi. Would their next words be ones condemning me to death for being at the wrong place and time? My voice shook, but I knew I had to try. I won't tell anyone, I promise.
偶然老子に絡まれていたという君が私たちに敵対するものとまでは言いませんが。
Okay, that is at least a nice sentiment.
君に言うつもりがなくとも相手の誘導尋問に乗せられる可能性はある。
Torture? No. His voice was still warm, but his words were cold, and I began to feel my chances at life slipping away.
話さないというのは簡単だが、この者が新選組に義理立てする理由もない。
I mean, he's correct.
約束を破らない保証なんてないですし、やっぱり解放するのは難しいですよね。ほら、殺しちゃいましょうよ。口封じするならそれが一番じゃないですか。
Okita, can you please not say that while smiling? Okay. It's kind of creepy. Yeah, but...
そうじ、物騒なことを言うな。お上の民をむやみに殺して何とする。
Silence.
そんな顔しないでくださいよ。今のはただの冗談ですから。
No, you weren't.
あんたは冗談に聞こえる冗談を言え。
That's true.
しかしなんとかならんのかね。まだこんな子供だろう。
私も何とかしてあげたいとは思いますが、うっかり漏らされでもしたら一大事です。さて、私は副長のご意見を伺いたいのですが、いかがですか、土方副長。
Yes, what do you think, Commander? The men looked to Hijika, listening intently. He sighed and glanced around the room.
俺たちは昨晩指導に背いた大使を粛清した。こいつはその現場に居合わせた。
Yeah, I agree.
それだけだとおっしゃりたいんですか。
実際このガキの認識なんざその程度のもんだとは思うんだが。けどよ、こればっかりは大義のためにも内密にしなきゃなんねえことだよな。
Ooh, the plot thickens.
新選組の大使は血に狂ってるなんて噂が立ちゃ、俺らのタイムにだって支障が出るぜ。
Shinpachi's words made sense to everyone. Hijika's face looked grim.
おい、言葉を慎め。俺は指導に背いた大使を粛清したと言ったはずだぞ。
Okay.
でもまあ、どっちみち見たことは変わらないんですけどね。
I would still like to say I did not see anything.
宗司の意見にも一理あると思うが、まあ、俺は土方さんや近藤さんの決定に従う。
俺は逃がしてやってもいいと思う。
Oh, thank you.
こいつは別にあいつらが血に狂った理由を知っちまったわけでもないんだしさ。
What do you mean, everything? I couldn't help but wonder aloud, and the mood in the room shifted to an icy silence.
平助、余計な情報をくれてやるな。
悪い。
Uh-oh.
ああ、これでますます君の無罪放免が難しくなっちゃったね。
I don't want to hear that. Yeah, whimper.
男子たるもの死ぬ覚悟くらいできてんだろ。お前も諦めて腹くくっちまいな。
I mean, maybe, but not a dude. A man? Oh, that's right. They still believed me to be a boy. With everything else that had happened, I'd completely forgotten how I was dressed.
確かに潔く死ぬのも男の道だな。俺も若い頃は切腹したし。
My god, that is not a good joke.
サノの場合、まだ生きてる。
Their jokes were barbaric, but they both broke into racist laughter.
副長、結論も出ないことですし、一旦この者を部屋に戻してはどうでしょうか。同席させた状態で誰かが機密を漏らせば、処分も何も殺すほかなくなります。
He was right. If I remained with them, then I could easily hear something I wasn't supposed to. I didn't think he'd mentioned it for my sake, but rather as a possible concern for their group. I was still relieved when he'd brought it up.
そういうことにするか。ちょっと調べたいこともあるし。
私もその判断には賛成しますよ。ここ
Careless
には
man.
迂闊な方も多いですしね。
Oh man.
三男さん、わざわざこっち見て言うとかきついよ。
You feel so called out.
まあ仕方ねえよ。迂闊なのは俺らの担当だろ。主に平助とかな。
そんな責めるなよ。俺だって悪気はなかったんだからさ。
I could hear Toto's voice rise as everyone turned to look at him. He looked at them for a bit, then turned to me and mumbled in a voice I could barely hear.
あのさ、悪かったな。
Oh. I was still apprehensive about what they might do to me, so I couldn't quite respond to him well. But he seemed to understand, and I curtly managed to nod. It was the most I could manage.
それじゃ斉藤、こいつを頼む。
承知しました。行くぞ。
All right. After returning to my room, I'd spend some time reflecting on my state and my still bound hands. Sigh. The rumors spoke of the Shinsengumi as vicious men, but they seemed more intimate, human to me. Still, their presence, or their being, lingered through me, as if to say, we are not killers, but to protect our code, we must bring death. Remaining here is only bringing me closer to the possibility of them killing me. I don't know if I can convince them to spare me. Just as I have no loyalty to them, they have no loyalty to me. Only the Shinsengumi. But then, they mentioned a man must always be ready to face death, so are they still mistaking me for a man? Could I possibly risk exposing my true identity in exchange for mercy on my life? But this could just as easily backfire for me, and it could exact an even worse fate. I was truly at a loss for what to do. So, find a way to escape, or attempt to explain my situation. I'm going to go with attempt to explain my situation, at least for this first playthrough. Perhaps if I did, they'd understand my dilemma. Perhaps they think I'm from Kyoto as well. If I told them I'd only just arrived in Kyoto, they may lower their guard, or so I hoped. I didn't know anyone in Kyoto, and I'd only come to look for my father. I haven't even told them I'm a girl. The rest, perhaps, could wait, but I felt that it might be wise to tell them I was a girl. I took a deep breath and screamed loudly. Excuse me! Is anyone there? After a few moments, the door slid open, and several faces appeared around the edges.
大胆だなお前さん。囚われの身分で俺らを呼びつけるなんてよ。
Yes, sir. You have no idea.
で、自分から声をかけてくるなんざ、そろそろ腹も決まったのか。
No, it's not. That's not it. I want you to hear me out.
おそらくあんたの事情は汲めないだろう。それでよければ話すといい。
Okay, thank you. Whimper.
お前の運のなさには同情する。まあ、成仏してくれない。
Okay, that's really mean.
ほら、男なら諦めが肝心だろ。
Sure, okay. dot, dot, dot. They all spoke as if they'd already consigned me to death. It was time to make a choice. I decided to tell them why I'd come to Kyoto, decided to tell them I wasn't a boy, or gave up. Okay, I'm gonna decide to tell them I'm not a boy. As Saito turned to go, I rounded on Toto to glare at him furiously.
なんだよ。
Earlier, you said a man should know when to accept his fate. You didn't think there's anything wrong with killing a man before hearing him out?
お前さ、口の聞き方に気をつけろよ。自分がどんな立場かわからないわけ。そっちこそ男らしい態度取れば、俺らの事情を素直に受け入れればいいだろう。
But I'm not a man. Oh my god, I love his facial expression. Oh my god, look at him. He is just like, his brain broke. His brain is broken. He's broken so bad.
もしかしてさ、女とか。
Mm-hmm. Yes.
ちょっと待てって。
Oh god, I love how both of them are like freaked out. Harada's like, okay, whatever.
それはな。
Oh god, it's beautiful.
ま、確かにそんな感じだな。体の線が女性的で柔らかいという。
What are you saying? Are you saying I'm an effeminate man? Are you saying I'm an effeminate man? Oh my god, I can't. Oh.
そんなもんわかるか。普通女は袴なんて履かねえだろうが。
Oh, yes, because in this era, women did not wear pants. They just wore like beautiful kimonos.
女子でもなぎなたや馬術の際に袴は用いるぞ。
Thank you, Saito, for the technical, for on a technicality.
この者のように旅姿に男装をするのは珍しいが、身を守る処世術と言えなくもない。
Oh, okay.
そういうこともあるかもな。
We have a little bit of love.
いろいろ言って悪かった。
We have a little bit of love in Heisuke. A little love interest. Well, I'm glad that was cleared up.
あんたの言う通り、せめて事情くらいは聞いてやるべきだろうな。
Judging by the calmness in Saito's demeanor, it seemed he was unsurprised by my attempt to dress like a boy. There I was, surrounded once again by the leaders of the Shinsengumi.
少年にしては華奢で可愛らしい顔をしていると思っていたんだが、まさか本当に女子だったとはな。
Kondo was nodding his head repeatedly as if he were agreeing with the very intelligent suggestion. For him to notice the softness of my features, it flattered me a bit.
女だって聞いてから見ると女にしか見えなくなってくるんだよな。
しかし女の子を一晩縄で縛っておくとは悪いことをしたね。
Yeah, that was not nice.
でもよ、女だって言うが別に証拠はないんだろ。
I don't like what you're alluding to. Yeah, proof?
証拠も何も一目瞭然だろうが。なんなら脱がせてみるか。
No! Sir, I'm a lady. A lady.
許さんぞ。衆目の中、女子に肌をさらさせるなど言語道断。
Thank you, Kondo, for coming to my rescue.
だがな、それが一番手っ取り早いと思ったんだ。無理にとは言わないがな。
You won't force it. No. No, you won't.
でもよ、本当に女だって言うなら殺しちまうのも忍びねえよ
な。何甘いこと言ってるんだ。男だろうが女だろうが性別の違いは生かす理由にならねえだろう。
Yes, spoken like a true demon.
もっともです。ですが女性に限らずそもそも人を殺すのは忍びないことです。
Oh, geez, Sansan, I thought you would be like all for it.
今日の治安を守るために組織された私たちが無益な殺生をするわけにはいきません。
結局女の子だろうが男の子だろうが今日の平安を乱しかねないなら話は別ですよね。
The Shinsengumi had already suffered a very gruesome reputation in Kyoto. If rumors spread that their men were thirsty for blood, things weren't likely to go well for them. Kyoto would banish them, and with no one to protect the people, the city would erupt into chaos. Each of their members deeply understood the consequences of behaving rashly in these times.
悪いが、お前の荷物を改めさせてもらったぞ。
Oh, yeah, you took the liberty of going through my stuff. Thanks.
どうやら江戸からここまで一人で来たみてえだな。荷物はわずかな着替えと一月分の小銭、それと数通の手紙とこの子たち。手紙には幕府御殿医の松本良順の名前があった。おそらくそこを訪ねたんだろう。お前の目的は何だ？
My purpose. The minute my name was spoken, the vibe in the room shifted immensely. Everyone wore stunned expression, eyes wide, and no words were uttered in response. Until...
土方さん、その名前は。
おいおい、偶然にしちゃできすぎだぜ。
まあ待て。それを判断するためにもまずは君の話を聞かせてくれるかな。
At Kondo's behest, I stood up to speak. My name is Zephyrus Yukimura. Under the watchful eyes of the leaders, I sharply described how I came to face them. How I lived in Edo. How lonely the city felt before I arrived.
そうか。出身も江戸だったのだな。父上を探して遠路はるばる京に来たのか。してお父上は何という方かね。
My father is Kodo Yukimura.
つながったな。
talking about?
あなたが持っていた手紙の筆跡。これはまさに光道さんのものでしたが、まさか本当に光道さんのご息女とはね。
You know my father? The silence was enough to tell me that the revelation of my parentage caused a pronounced change in the behavior.
どこまで知ってる？
Withholding. Sir, you didn't ask, okay? You didn't ask. Huh? What information are you talking about?
いいから洗いざらい全部吐け！何しに今日に来やがった！
I don't appreciate that tone. I just came to look for my father. I swear I don't know anything else.
親父の光道さんが何をしてるか知っててここに来たんだろうが。
I was only aware of my father being in Kyoto for his medical work, but I haven't seen him since last summer. That's all I know.
土方君、どうやら本当に何も知らないのかもしれませんよ。
So what do you know about my father? Where is he right now? Please tell me.
光道さんの行方は現在新選組でも探している。
Oh, so they don't know where he is either. You're after my father? So this means...
あ、勘違いしないでね。僕たちは光道さんを狙ってるわけじゃないから。
Okay, not after. Alright. I see. Girl, no you don't. A huge wave of relief came over me.
同じ幕府側の協力者なんだけど、実は彼、夏から行方知れずなんだよね。
幕府をよく思わない者たちが光道さんに目をつけた可能性が高い。
Oh, as a threat. Ah is right. I let out an audible gasp, but Saito continued without paying me any mind.
生きている公算も高い。乱暴医は利用価値がある存在だ。
I wasn't sure what else to do, so I nodded. My heart pounded in my chest, threatening to burst onto the floor.
近藤さん、どうでしょうか。同じ人物を探す者同士、彼女に手を貸してあげてはいかがかと。
手を貸すとはどういうことかね。
光道さんが見つかるまで互いに協力し合うということです。
Until you find... Okay.
彼女に協力してもらうことで光道さんが見つかる可能性は格段に上昇するでしょう。
Huh?
私たちがいくら探しても姿形を変えられてしまっては見抜くことは難しい。
How do you know that?
ですが光道さんの娘である君ならば身なりが変わっていようとカンパできますね。
Maybe? Yes, of course. I nodded as I spoke, while giving him what I hoped seemed like a steady, reassuring smile.
それに彼女が手中にあるというのは何かと都合がいいと思います。
Oh god, what are you gonna have me do, you pervert?
どうだトシ。三男君の意見に俺は賛成だ。
こいつが本当に何も知らねえって言うんなら。
It's true. All I know is that my father headed to Kyoto, but I don't know anything else. And about last night, I didn't see anything.
まあ、あの乱暴医の娘となりゃ殺しちまうわけにもいかねえか。
His eyes narrowed as he looked down at me.
昨べの件は忘れるって言うんなら、父親が見つかるまでお前を保護してやる。
君の父上を見つけるためならば、我ら新選組は協力は惜しまんとも。
Thank you so much. I'd never imagined something like this. I was elated to have escaped death, but not only had I survived, I had found my first decent lead.
殺されずに済んでよかったね。とりあえずはだけど。
He gave me that same wolfish grin. There was no denying that my situation was still less than desirable, but it didn't matter for now. Yes, I'm very glad. Against all odds, at last, I'd found help where I'd never expected it, the Shinsengumi. My first day in Kyoto was quite the adventure. In spite of everything I'd seen, my fortune was improving with every step. I still had a long way to go, but keeping positive was my only hope.
雪村くん、よかったね。これからはよろしく頼むよ。
Oh, thank you. Yes, thank you. It's a pleasure for me as well.
なあ、ゲンさん。女子となれば、ここのような男女体では申し訳ない気がするんだな。
ええ、そうですね。これはちょっと困りましたな。
Kondo crossed his arms and thought deeply.
不便があれば言うといい。その都度可能な範囲で対処しよう。
Thank you.
まあ女の子となりゃ手厚くもてなさんといかんよな。
Yeah, you think?
新八さん女の子に弱いもんな。でもだからって手のひら返すの早すぎ。
Oh my god.
いいじゃねえか。これで豚書が華やかになると思えば新八に限らずはしゃぎたくもなるだろう。
Wasn't entirely sure I believed that sentiment.
とはいえ、ここでは女性として扱うのは難しそうです。大使として扱うのもまた問題ですし、彼女の処遇は少し考えなければなりませんね。
なら誰かの交渉にすりゃいいだろう。近藤さんとか三男さんとか。
やだな、土方さん。そういう時は言い出しっぺが責任取らなくちゃ。
Oh god.
ああ、そうだな。都市のそばなら安心だ。
そういうことで、
Facial expression.
彼女のことよろしくお願いしますね。
Oh my god.
てめえら勝手に決めてるんじゃねえ。
Yes, they can, and they just did. I've watched their back and forth, some of my earlier relief beginning to ebb away. And this is how the Shinsengumi had come to look after me. Okay, and that is chapter 1 officially of Kyoto Wins. I hope you liked it. I think, you know, again, I'll probably end up doing like a bunch of these and seeing kind of what love interest we end up with. And yeah, so I think once I know the love interest and we go down that road, then I'll be able to like make a playlist of that love interest. So anyway, it has been a lot of fun going through and just kind of reading and doing a little voice acting. You know, again, I don't always have like a ton of time to do these videos, so I cannot commit to like a official schedule or anything, but I will try, okay? I will really, really try. You know, everybody has life stuff, so anyway, I'm really, really happy that you decided to join me for this little journey, and I will see all of you guys later.